Well, good morning, you Capricorns out there. This is my World Tarot coming at you. Pretty laid back, as you can see. I don't feel like I need an altar. Wherever my energy is set and in a good place is where I do my readings. Sometimes I might do them outside. Sometimes I might do them in a shop. Sometimes I might do it up in the forest, at the beach. Today I felt like right here. Please hit that like and that subscribe. I'm also a medium. If you go down into my videos on my channel, you'll see it'll say Medium KK. What a medium does is bridges the gap between the living world and the spiritual world, and I receive messages from the spiritual world that they want to get to their loved ones that are living. So please hit that share so that the family members that these messages are for can get to them. So what I'm going to do is I will pull cards for your energy off my old original tarot deck, and then my new tarot deck is the one I use for any person's energy that might be coming through. And then for any advice from Spirit at the end of the reading, I will use my Life Purpose Oracle cards. Okay? And I'm so glad you're here. I so enjoy the company of Capricorns. I do. They're hardworking, and they are very methodical thinkers, and they're just, and they're so fun to be around. I've had a few friends that have been Capricorn, and they've always been so fun and loving, and yeah. So I'm really excited about doing this reading for you, Capricorn. Okay, so let's get some energies out for you here and see what Spirit's wanting you to see. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. So, Cappy, you've had some battles, but they're getting less and less and less because you've triumphed over something to do with maybe a court case or some legal documents you've triumphed over, and had something to do in your material world. So, documents for your material world can mean anything for a house, a vehicle, legal papers, for your immigration status. Anything like that. A divorce could have came through. Something like that for some legal documents. You've triumphed over it. In your material world, you're having some indecisiveness about work, though, is what I'm saying right now. Yeah, but you're wanting to go back to maybe something you had done before, as far as in the workforce service, whatever you were doing in the past. Yeah, because it seems like you had less battles, less stresses at this old profession. I'm not seeing it as a job. I'm seeing it as like a career. So you left one career and you went to another, but this one that you left, I'm seeing that you kind of want, you're thinking about going back to it because it was there was less stress involved with it. Yeah, and you've got a lot of celebration and stuff going on around you right now, so things are looking pretty good for you, except for the little stresses at work. But your family dynamic looks wonderful. Hold on here, let me check my notes. I always check my notes. I've been doing this for years, and depending on how the cards are laid, what's next to them is what, depending on, that's, depends on the meaning. And so I always go back and look at mine because I want to give a correct reading. So, let me check something here. Okay. Yeah. So that's what's going on. Okay. So what I got the Emperor in reverse, okay? And it was next to the celebrations going on, but it was also next to, you're a little confused about, your job thing, what you want to do. And that's why I got it in reverse. And it in reverse is just saying, that you've got some blockages because you're kind of undecisive on what you want to do in this situation, which is exactly what I just said. Okay, so you've been praying or meditating on whatever your beliefs is, and wondering what you should do. You're not sure if it's, and I got the Knight of Swords came up in reverse, and it's the same thing. Like, you're not quite sure if you want that for the future, even though it's less stressful. So this is what you are fighting on the inside, but it was your happy place. Okay, it was your happy place. Whatever you were doing in the past, happiest card in the tarot, was your happy place. Oh, Cappy, you kind of went into hermit mode, and that can mean like maybe you're not out going out partying like you used to, or you're kind of just keeping more to yourself, going to work home. Put yourself in hermit mode, and it could be because you're contemplating about this new job or this career path that you're wanting to take. Yeah, you're kind of wondering, and that's what the Three of Wands is about. Like you're contemplating. Okay, so should I go that route or should I go back to that route? I was happier there, less stress, but I kind of like maybe the location or something where you're at now. But it was a way less stress free, and it's something you've been contemplating here for a while. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so it's showing me that you have some hidden enemies and gossip and stuff around you. Not a lot, but some. The moon in reverse, that's what that means. There's a lot of gossip and rumors going around, and it was just right next to you. You're kind of thinking on which way to go as far as your career goes, some things you want to change, and maybe people are sensing that and talking about that, I'm thinking. Yeah. But in the end, the Four of Wands, I love that card because it's like 1111. 11's my favorite number, one of them. There is going to be celebration and stuff around the decision you're going to make, okay? So don't, and you are going to, yeah, you're going to be taking some kind of different path. Yeah, because I got the Eight of Cups there, and that's just kind of like, okay, you're not like leaving anything behind because you notice the cups are all there and they're standing up, but you're just saying, you know what, I just got to move on from this. Like I'm growing as a person, or I just need to go down this path. But your cups are still there, so it could be like, you're not, maybe you're moving away, or you're going to another town, or getting your own place, or if you're living with family or something like that. You're not leaving it behind, but you're going on in your own direction, which could be good. And whatever that direction is going to leave you happy and not feeling so so desperate, or sometimes despair, because where you're at right now, there are sometimes some challenges for you. Yeah, it seems to me like there's a family dynamic, and all families struggle if they live together, and you guys have had your quarrels, but you all come back together, and family is family. Yeah, and so, and you're not, you might be getting work, but you're not feeling like it's fulfilling your pentacles, like you're not getting you deserve better than what you're making. And that's another reason why and it just brings you a lot of stress, and that's another reason why you're contemplating moving on. Okay, so let's get some advice, Cappy, from Spirit, and see what Spirit says, that maybe you should do about this situation. Well, I hope it all works out for you, Capricorn, because, if you're not happy doing what you're doing, to be your true authentic self, you've got to do what's going to make you happy in the long run, regardless of what anybody else thinks, even though it might upset them, or in the long run, you is what matters first. Because how can you love someone else if you don't love yourself and take care of yourself? And that's the true fact of it. That was a hard one for me to learn growing up, Yeah, I was always worried about everybody else. Now, how can I love anybody else if I don't love myself first? And that's true. That's a lesson, that we all learn, and we hope to. Or I hope they do. Okay, so let's get Spirit. Give me the cards you want Capricorn to see in this situation, please. Heart's Desires came up, and the Heart's Desires, it says, the angels are supporting and guiding and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. That was your first card. Whoops. One just kind of flew right out. And then the next one is sensitivity. So, the sensitivity card says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make change accordingly. That's what that says. And then let me pull one more and see what. Speaker. Okay, so your life purpose involves your skills of orientation. That just means maybe you ought to get some advice from somebody. Sit down, get some advice from somebody, or, talk to, I don't know what your religious beliefs is, sit down and talk to your family dynamic or your friends, and find out, say, hey, look, I'm feeling this, and this is kind of what I want to do, and, yeah. So there you are there, Capricorn, and I hope it all works out for you. I'm sending you an abundance of good energy and loves and hugs and kisses. Please hit that like and that subscribe. Leave me a comment if this resonates. And this is My World Tarot, and I'll see you at the next reading.